Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Perils of the Second Age. We are going to be doing another shorter session this week. I am your DM, the Paladin Bell, and as always, because this is a Dungeons and Dragons stream, I will probably not be paying too much attention to the chat, but please feel free to leave your comments, thoughts. I love reading the chat after. I love reading chat after the session, so please feel free to do that. Another thing, just as a heads up, this is a homebrew Middle Earth campaign, so it is going to be a lot of homebrewed stuff and a lot of things that we as a community or we as players um, uh, kind of worked together to figure out. And the setting may change from the distinct canon. I've had quite a few people on the VODs tell me that, oh, this didn't happen then this at this period of time. This is my version of Tolkien's world. So this is just kind of me ad-libbing some of this stuff and adding it where I think it would be cool. So that's why things are different. Here in just a second, I'm gonna bring our players in, and we're gonna let them introduce themselves and their characters. Since, like last time, it's been a good little bit since we went on hiatus for this campaign. So we're gonna turn the music down just a smidge, and I'm gonna bring in our players. Hello, everybody. How we doing?
Hello.
Technically alive as well?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Technically not alive. That's
Yeah.
Wonderful. Welcome, guys. So, last week, we had a small session with the three other players in this party, and it's been quite a long time since we kind of got this group together, since November, because we took a hiatus for the holidays. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, and instead of making you guys do the whole not it thing, I'm just gonna pick on each of you. I'm gonna have you introduce yourselves and your characters, starting with Char. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself and your character, please.
Hello, my name is Char. Sleepy Char is the long version. Char just for short, you know. I'm a sleepy ghost VTuber. That's all that fun stuff. I am playing Charlini, the totally original name, not based off anything, you know. And Charlini is a wonderful, amazing scholar, knowledgeable scholar who takes part in purely academic pursuits, very non-violent.
Definitely not taking
Pacifist.
senses.
One
Yeah,
would say
some could say a pacifist.
Definitely isn't best friends with two rocks and dating a werewolf.
Yeah, you know, or is that pugilist? I don't remember which one.
There we go. That's more accurate.
There's the joke.
But yeah, I'm batshit insane. That's really all you need to know about Charlie.
Wonderful. All right, Leaf, you're gonna go next.
I'm Leaf, shortened to Leaf, to playing Karen Ginshi.
Shouldn't have just
Yeah, just green person over there, leafy person.
Yep.
I am playing a hobbit druid who enjoys cooking and has killed many with the forest, planting trees to murder orcs for days. So yeah.
Yeah, just summons forests underneath and just launches people up.
Some may say you are sowing the seeds of death.
Yeah, there you go, Jar. You're a great hype.
All right.
Thank you, Jar.
All right, that is absolutely wonderful. Tell us a little bit about your character, if you wouldn't mind.
I am a hobbit druid who emphasizes mostly fire, has some thorn whip abilities. I enjoy cooking and have enjoyed making delicious meals. I've also tinkered around a little bit with making some wooden prosthetics for the poor folks that have lost limb during the trying times of this war.
And what is your halfling's name? I don't think you've said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's important too. Terran Gimchi. So
There
sorry.
we go. There we go. Alrighty. Now moving on to our final player, Loke. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Yes, hello, I'm Bo. I'm one of these Eastlings corrupted to Mordor, living far away in the east. And I'm playing Hengist Took, road warden of the Shire that has, taken the wrong road and ended up somewhere quite far from the Shire. Tiny, happy-go-lucky little murder ball doing murder bally things.
Also, you're also currently the head ranger of Allendale.
Yes, going with the ranger archetype. And generally trying to follow the law, generally trying to, while failing. But trying is good.
I feel like the roads are safer, you know.
The roads are
moderately.
the roads are much safer with Hengist on the scene. All right, so we pan in to your group the day after you arrived at Minas Ithil. The night prior, once you got into the city, the Prince Isildur was the one who showed you to a small guardhouse at the behest of his father, and you were given kind of an area to sleep for the night. You might want to turn up Loke's volume a little bit. I have turned everyone up as loud as I can. So unfortunately, we just need to Loke, if you wouldn't mind just moving closer to your mic or speaking a smidge louder.
I'll see if I can rub it against my face or something. That's about how much closer.
See the Foley work there.
Am I low? Am I low?
No, you're fine, from what I can tell.
I was like, very seldom do people go, oh man, Char, they're really quiet. I don't have to turn them down at all to keep from blowing out mics.
Yeah, no, I have noticed that some people in the in our campaigns are a smidge quiet. But I will here. Let me see what I can do about maybe.
Let me know as well. I can do beard to microphone, as well.
Beard to
I can
microphone.
put the mic in my mouth. I can do it.
We can.
Watch, I can do it.
Oh God! All right, I have turned you all up a smidge.
I think I've turned my gain as high as I can as well, but my microphone is a little bit poor at picking me up.
I feel like you sound very good now coming through.
Yeah, I have turned everyone up, so it should be a little better.
Yeah, I've gone complete Huffy mode, so I basically have my snowball as a big black clown nose at the moment.
That's... I love that. I love that a lot. Okay, wonderful. The chat is saying you sound better. Wonderful. So we pan into the morning after the battle, where you all arrived at the city of Minas Ithil. Your characters were able to are able to get some rest and some sleep. Each of you wake the next morning. What are your characters doing? We're gonna go left to right. So we're gonna start with Char. What is Charlene doing the next morning? Kind of now that they are in the city of Minas Ithil. The city itself is a large city divided up into several sections. It's like a almost basically there are several walls. There's one outer wall, and then there are 4 inner walls that lead all the way into the main throne area where the king lives, each going up in a spiral essentially. So you are on the first level where the outer wall is, in a small guardhouse by the main gate. On the first day, I had said in the last session with the other 3 players that just to kind of stay true to Charlene's character, Charlene had not slept on the mattress, but between the mattress and the box spring.
That sounds accurate. That sounds very accurate. That's an accurate depiction of a general night of Charlene sleeping anywhere near a bed.
Wonderful. So what is Charlene doing now that Charlene is awake? The prince had told your entire group the night before that you have 3 days between to do kind of rest, relax, get yourself acquainted with the city. And on the third day, your entire group is to meet with the king and speak with him on matters of what the plan is going forward. Now that you are in Minas Ithil, and they have kind of explained to you that there is a large threat coming toward the city, in that is further from the orcs that are standing outside the gates now.
Okay, so my question is, first of all, this is basically a town under siege, right?
This is a city under siege, yes.
City under siege, so it's like bad times. Like it's not like, normal operating city.
So here's if you explore further into like the living quarters of the civilian population, you'll notice that people are on edge, but it is kind of business as usual because there's 3 layers of concrete and stone between them and the orcs.
Oh.
They're kind of living on the edge of knowing an attack could happen, but then the city would have to they would have to get through each wall and the layers of defenses that they have. Speaking of defenses, you'll notice there are a lot of rangers in this city, not a lot of trained soldiers. Like, there aren't the beefy Gondorians in, like, plate armor. There's a lot of guys in leather with bows.
Okay, so then in true Charlini fashion, if this is still a city under siege, I'm gonna go. I want to go explore and try and find presents for my werewolf.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's explore that. So you're going into, I'm assuming, the living quarters where the shops and things are to kind of try and find what kind of presents would you like to try and find for your werewolf girlfriend?
I think that my werewolf girlfriend would like a new dress because, like, come on, the old one got tattered and, like, every time you transform into a werewolf, you kind of rip things and like a nice dress, like a higher class dress. We didn't have like tailors and stuff, like really high class tailors in our city, right? So
yeah.
I want to get something. I want to get something nice, for a nice night on the town. She deserves it.
Are you getting 1 or 2 dresses? One identical for when she becomes a werewolf?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Holy crap! Holy
yes.
Genius! That's beautiful.
Is there any? Hold on. Let me. I really want.
Such a good idea. Such a good idea.
Because this is Magic Land. We're in Magic Land.
Yes, you are. You are in a world where.
Do you want like a transformation dress that like changes for her? Like a superhero.
Magical girl transformation for your werewolf girlfriend?
Oh my God.
What I want is a dress, like a nice evening gown, like that you'd go out to like a very nice restaurant, upper class dress. But if she turns into a werewolf, when she gets bigger, it needs to stretch into form of like, barbarian like bikini.
Yes,
that's
I do.
What I want.
So you want her to become like Conan the Barbarian bikini armor in werewolf form. Yeah. Beautiful satin dress in human form. Okay. So what you're looking at is you're looking for the magical raiments and items shop run by a woman named Valerie Alorn, a human magician. So there are the Astari, the wizards, which you work for. You've met a lot of them, but there are also people who can wield the magical arts aside from them, known as magicians. Your friend Taryn would be considered a magician, though she is a druid. The greater classification would be magician. So you find this shop, and inside are beautiful like robes and sets of armor, weapons, items, spell books, and behind the counter is this taller Gondorian woman, long black hair, striking blue eyes, She has a bit of a bit more tan than most Gondorians, but she is the thing that you kind of strikes you as odd because most Gondorians are around 5'8", 5'9", especially Gondorian women. This woman is 6'4".
Oh man, she's taller than me.
That's not hard to do though.
But being taller than me?
Yeah, Charlini's a big motherfucker.
Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. Charlene is huge.
6 foot.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I always imposed like a tiny Charlene in my head. For some reason.
That's because Charlini's a chaos gremlin.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine
always-
gremlin size to match the chaos.
I'm always hunched over like a gremlin, so I can see where, like, you know, you got the confusion. But if I actually stand up straight, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Roll me a history check, Charlini.
History check. I got a 6.
You have no idea what I was going to tell you, and neither does your character.
Awesome.
Not historically accurate.
Not
But
historically
I'm just-
knowledgeable.
So this is the shop owner.
Yeah, she's the
Looks
shop
like-
owner. She's kind of the only one working and doing things. And magicians kind of have to be present to make sure that their magical items don't, explode.
Ooh, okay.
So she is more than likely the owner. I said her name just a moment ago and I can't remember it. So we're gonna go with Tiffany. That's her new name. Her name is now Tiffany.
Wait a second. So now magical items can explode. I want to buy Charlene as many gifts as possible.
Preferably
Some-
in the earlier stages of development.
Some magic items can explode. Not all, but some of them have the chance of spell failure and explosion. Yes.
I have a feeling that Charlene is going to get a very well curated array of gifts.
Does she have a half-off rack? I imagine that's what we want to pick.
There is a clearance rack, yeah, actually.
Let's see. So I walk into the shop and I see this woman, and I'm like, "Good morning, my magnificent patronage shop owner. I have come to browse your wares."
She'll turn and raise her eyebrow and go, "All right, welcome. This is my emporium of magical items. What can I do you for?"
I need the most magical, magnificent, magnanimous gift for my lovely girlfriend.
Magic items as gifts. Smart man, smart man. What are you looking for, dearie?
I'm looking for an elegant, yet sophisticated gown of some renown for my lovely girlfriend. Except, one hiccup. My girlfriend does have a tendency to get significantly larger, certain times of the night, and I want it to be able to accommodate in very specific ways.
So, what you're telling me is either A, your girlfriend randomly enlarges herself with magic, or she has lycanthropy.
We'll go with the second one. The enlargement is my business. Elbow.
She just kind of like puts her hand in her head in her hand and goes, "All right. So you're looking for a dress that when your girlfriend changes from human to lycanthrope, it stretches with her and remains its same shape, or are you looking for more of a change in shape for her?"
Definitely change in shape. You know, when my girl lets her hair down, so to speak.
All right.
You know, we need something a little more accommodating. I'm gonna stick right to the punch. I want it to be a barbarian bikini.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. That will be 15 gold, 15 silver pieces, and I also need a hogshead of black powder brought to me. You can get that from Kine the War Master.
If I give you extra money, can you take care of that?
Yes, if you give me, let's go with 30 silver pieces.
30 gold silver pieces. I don't
Yep.
think I have any
30
of those.
silver pieces. Yeah. Sorry, I have to correct myself because, in Lord of the Rings, silver is the currency, whereas gold is not very frequent. But I've been playing a lot of my other setting.
So does that mean all the gold pieces we have
Are either silver or
actually-
platinum.
Okay, so gold would be silver and platinum would be gold.
Pretty much.
Okay. Okay, then I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. I'm just gonna, you know what? Fucking, how much was it total?
30 silver pieces.
30 silver. I'm just gonna slam a fistful of 50, because Charlene has no concept of money.
She'll just like slowly scrape it into a bucket, and you see her wave her hand, and this beautiful, elegant, like black and purple dress with like stars and moon patterns comes down, and then she'll snap, and it becomes like barbarian's armor, like the barbarian bikini you were requesting. Does that work for you?
That does work for me. I've now, my brain has formulated one more gift I could get from this magic item shop.
What else would you like?
So I need a ring. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the ring has to grow when it goes into werewolf.
When she becomes a werewolf, yes.
But on command, I want the ring to shoot out a projection of an arrow and just the words, "He's my meat." And it always points to me.
Is this your wedding ring, essentially?
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect.
Upon explaining this to the no. Give me the pitch Charlene gives to the clerk. I need this in my life.
Okay, I have one more idea. This one's a little bit more special, if you'd say. Because as you know, these gifts are for my girlfriend, and I'm trying to, make her not my girlfriend, if you know what I mean.
Oh, are you trying to marry the werewolf? That's adorable.
So I need something spectacular. I need a ring, and it needs to be magnificent, just as magnificent as this dress that you have curated for me. I need it to be a beautiful ring that obviously grows. That's kind of the theme of this whole thing. Gets bigger to look lovely in both forms. But I need it to do a thing.
Okay.
On command. Well, you see, when hold on.
She's slowly taking a sip of her drink.
So am I. So when it does enlarge, can it shoot out a little razzle dazzle into the air? And I want it to have an arrow that points to me and just says, "He's my meat."
As she's taking a sip of like a whiskey, she like spit takes when you say that, and just rolls on the floor, dies laughs about as hard as I did when I had to mute when you said that the first time. But yeah, no, she just goes, yes, a minor illusion can be put onto this growing ring. 20 silver pieces, please.
You got it.
She starts working on this ring, and she offers it to you and goes, "Here are your magical items. May I help you with literally anything else?"
Is there anything else? Well, because now I feel like, I've gotten these gifts. I need something to match her, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you do you have a ring that can cast a minor illusion on myself?
What would you like your minor illusion ring to be? It'll be another 20 silver pieces.
Okay, awesome. I need when on command this ring makes it look like I'm wearing just a fur cod piece. I got a match.
You see her like just hold her hand over her mouth, just like, I am a grown adult. This is not as funny as it should be. I am a grown adult. This is not as funny as it should be. Yes, I can do that. 20 silver pieces, please.
There we go.
Go ahead and mark those off your character sheet as she gives you a ring of minor illusion.
Wonderful.
Oh god.
This is very well equipped.
She can make minor illusion rings. Minor illusion is a cantrip.
So just custom anything.
Yeah, it's
it.
very much like, okay, yes, I can make this. This is very simple. This is a very simple alchemy roll. It'll be fine.
Perfect.
Is there anything else that Charlene would like to do before we move on to and remember
move on before I think of anything else.
This is just the first day. Remember this is just the first day. You have 3 days.
I have 2 days to warm up that ring.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta do your proposal.
Remember your werewolf girlfriend is also still back in your kingdom. So
I know. This is a slow brewing joke.
This is a slow burn.
Until all of you forget that this has happened right now in this.
Oh, I'm writing this shit down. I'm writing this shit down. I won't forget. Okay, so we're gonna move over to Taryn. What is Taryn doing on the first day when she wakes?
So she's gotten up. She has packed herself a little bit of pipe weed, had a little smoke.
Okay.
Set up another one for Hengist, and has ventured forth to the local fry up, wherever the common working salt of the earth folk would eat.
Okay.
In these trying times.
So there is a small bar, and normally in this bar you would notice that there's alcohol and all kinds of other things, but you notice your dwarven friend Boda, the dwarf you'd picked up in the last session before last, that was with the prisoners, that helped you release those prisoners from the barbarians, kind of walking away with a wheelbarrow full of all of this bar's alcohol.
Okay. She would just immediately go like, Boda, and open her arms to go and like embrace.
Boda kind of nods and just kind of wheelbarrows off with snickering as the bar. You see the bartender along with a halfling man is serving can't remember Axe's character's name, Furlan. Furlan, a massive plate of French toast, which is a delicacy that at least in the Lord of the Rings, comes from the Shire. It's something you haven't had in a very long time.
Okay.
This is one of those things like that, and pancakes, and you smell the cooking bacon and eggs and all kinds of breakfast foods being cooked in this particular establishment.
Perfect. Is there like a seat next to Furlan?
Oh yeah, there's absolutely a seat next to Furlan. Okay, Furlan is drunk off his ass.
She will immediately come over, grab a fork, take a bite of some of that French toast, sit down, and try to just like call the waiter, and mention like, you can take a bite of mine too.
Yeah. You see him kind of come out, and he kind of comes over and he goes, "Hello, my name's Todd. I'm your waiter here. It's nice to see a fellow halfling this far from the Shire."
She'll just be very encouraging, like, "Oh, Todd, what are you doing out here so far away from the Shire? I was adventuring.
I was exiled, you could say. I may or may not have blown up some things in the old Tuke's land.
We might need that skill come soon, to be honest.
It was not intentional, but I'm kind of on the road. I'm on the run from the road wardens."
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep it quiet. And if you learn to do it intentionally, you could make some money that way.
I definitely know how to blow things up, but I didn't mean to that time specifically, and no one can prove it if they say I did.
Oh, so long as no one can prove it, I think you're safe.
Exactly. What can I do you for? What can I get for
I
you?
think a huge order of French toast and whatever fixings are available.
Wonderful. I'll get right on that. The your dwarf friend is also quite the fan, it seems, of our halfling cuisine, and he'll kind of go back and begin to cook your French toast. You notice Ferlin is also composing a very sad song while you're eating.
Is she doing it well,
He
is
is
the
he
drunken
is
stupor? Or
he is
sorry, is he doing it well?
he's
Or is
doing
the
it
drunken...
fantastically, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
It is a dirge that gets like tears in the bar. Like tons of people are like kind of coming up and throwing coin just on your table for the poor dwarf who has lost his home and his family.
We've paid for our meals already with the with the coin.
Your meals are and drinks are actually on the crown because you came to help.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because you came to help with the war. Um, you also would know that you're likely the first, this is kind of the first day you're here, so whereas you're able to get a good meal in, what alcohol is left here, it's mostly mead.
Fantastic.
You see your dwarven friends are drinking Moria Stout, but it's the last of it, so there's not really enough left for you. But the owner of this establishment, an older human gentleman, has given Boda and Ferlin the last of the Moria Stout.
Ferlin is also in on this order. Perfect.
Yep.
Nice. That's okay. Taryn will be quite happy to have something sweet, mead, to wash down the equally sweet French toast.
Yep. And lots of like maple bacon and all kinds of other things.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot of like very good hobbity breakfast foods.
Oh, I want to invest in this establishment. We need to spread the hobbit culture and cuisine around.
Wonderful. All right. What does Taryn do after their meal?
Well, after a delicious meal, I mean, honestly, I think Taryn would be and has been interested in assisting in whatever improvements that would be needed to fare against the ensuing battle, whatever that would look like. If it's repairing various
there's gates that need repairing. There's 3 trebuchets on the wall that need not really repair, but like they're older, so like giving them fresh wood would probably be nice. There are 4 ballista that look brand new on the wall, and then there's just the wall itself that probably needs a little TLC. So whatever you'd kind of like to do there, let me know what Taryn's kind of first instinct is, kind of going forward.
Taryn will don ye old construction hard hat.
Wonderful. It's a they give her a very small Gondorian helmet.
Perfect.
It's just a metal kettle helm.
Perfect. Like a little ruler tucked in the ear.
Yep.
And would just probably set off to like the wall and additional wood supplies. I think those would be like good things that she would be able to do, interweaving like roots into the wall and fortifying it that way, and then just growing forest for them to cut.
Okay, cool. Are you growing the forest on the inside or the outside of the wall is the question.
Why not both, if possible? I feel like outside would make it difficult for them to traverse, and inside they can harvest.
So my only thing that I would tell you about inside is when you begin to grow the forest on the inside of the wall, the prince himself kind of comes over and goes, no. We need that courtyard empty so I can throw trebuchet rocks over the wall.
Oh, okay. Is there a better place that would, like, harvest and use this for?
And he goes, yes, we have a grove in the second layer of the city that is all trees. So if you want to help us regrow that, I would very much appreciate it. But
Perfect.
that's where we harvest our wood from.
Could I trouble you for like a list of complaints from civilians or potentially war assets that I could fortify as a grower of plants?
What I would suggest is if you're good at pipeweed, so I can make my very anxious civilian population kind of calm down.
Got it.
That,
Yes.
And our gates need fortifications. If you'll notice, they'll kind of gesture to these massive oak wood gates. They're not the newest of wood. These gates have stood here for over 1,000 years now, and they're going to need more improvement. Each layer of the city could use new gates. If you can do anything to help that, I would be greatly appreciative.
She will pull out a pipe, stuff it, and just smoke and pull a massive blow smoke out and say, yes, we will prepare some fields of pipeweed for the masses and steady their nerves. We'll need that for the coming war. And then I'll get right on the gate, and she'll tap her ye old hard hat, as it makes a little clink, and she'll skip off to that. And if she has time at the end of the day, she'll stop off at the grove in the second ring to assist in growing.
In the second, when she goes to the grove in the second ring, she notices that there are like fields that have been set aside for pipeweed, but they are like nobody really is good at tending them here in the city. There are a few halflings here, but they're not Shire halflings. They don't quite know what they're doing, and their pipeweed is honestly bullshit.
Well, does it need a good watering?
It needs watering. It needs better seeds. Like if you've got it, give it. Kinda.
Okay, in that case, I imagine Taryn has collected some good seeds that she might intend on planting at her own abode at some point. And then I would gladly cast plant growth.
Yep.
If that's possible on that.
Absolutely.
At a level, how high can I cast this? I guess third is the highest.
Okay.
Cast it at level 3.
You cast a 3rd level plant growth, and you see just luscious, what normally would be considered South Farthing, Old Toby, the best pipeweed in the Shire, and that is now steadily grown in this field. And you are able to grow that out.
And hopefully there were some hobbits that saw the growth and they were like, and I can just kind of like, okay, sample it as you will. You'll see how nice it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll all need this.
Absolutely. They start harvesting and like readying it in like barrels to be given out to the masses.
Perfect. And I'll take a little spriggin or two to bring back to Toke and for myself.
Awesome. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to pan away from Taryn and over to Hengist. What is Hengist doing on the morning of the first day?
Well, start off with a good pipe of weed with Taryn, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just chatting and making some plans for the day. And then Hengist will sit out and try not to get too distracted by the lovely smells coming from the civilian quarters.
Actually, that particular restaurant that you smell the halfling cuisine from is in the soldiers' ward, the area where your guardhouse is. That is the food that's the food they're serving the soldiers. When you go into the civilian ward, you smell a menagerie of foods to be consumed.
Well, Angus will do his best to try to keep his willpower up and not just go in and get all the French toast in the universe.
And it's that good halfling French toast too. It's like fresh baked bread on the thick like Texas toast style bread. It's good. It's good toast.
It's scrumptious, truly.
Hengist will end up there sooner or later.
Yeah, eventually, Hengist finds his way going, "Give me the French toast, damn you."
French toast vendor, toast me.
Wonderful.
Just in order to go.
All right.
Yeah,
So where does
before
he
then-
go before that though?
Before then, Hengist will try to get a good, like a good sense of the soldiers' quarters and look for any like potential weak spots that could be used by maybe spies, traitors, infiltrators, and such that like the general defenses wouldn't cover,
Okay.
and try to tap into those good old. The investigator knows he's got.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll me an investigation check with advantage as you kind of look through the wall or look over the walls and the defenses.
Yeah, and also like sewers and drainage and such, and see if there's any obvious weak spots.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 24.
That is a 24 natural 19. All right. So you're able to very, very easily kind of investigate through, and you notice there are a few spots in the wall where there are missing stones and things of that nature that are large enough for smaller goblins to get inside. You don't think that any of the, like, because they were pushed in from the outside, but there are quite obviously someone has gotten into the city without, kind of under the nose of the guard. The guard themselves are, they definitely look like a force that have been under siege for a few days. This siege has gone on for like a week, and these soldiers look tired, and they look a little more inspired, because you notice that your friend Ferlin kind of came by and sang them a song and gave them a bit more hope seeing you guys around, but you do notice that these people are tired and probably have been overworked at this point, so they're kind of letting things slip. There are a few things that they're kind of not seeing, but you definitely see someone has created a hole, and there are stones there that could potentially replace what is missing.
Okay, but I'm going to take the opportunity to follow my nose and find Terran, and accidentally also a lot of lovely toast. And basically, while we're sitting eating our second breakfast, just talk about all the weak spots and such I found in the wall, and how I'm going to spend more of the after breakfast looking for whomever might have made an entrance, and where they might have made little hideouts in town and such.
Alrighty. So what I want you to do is, once you kind of go back to the wall, I want you to roll me a survival check. Just straight survival. No advantage, no disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a fail. Oh wait, that's a...
It's a 10.
Oh, yeah, 10. I forgot that I am lucky because I'm a halfling.
Yeah. Anytime you roll a natural 1 as a halfling, you roll again.
They did that automatically for me.
So you are able to kind of sneak past, or kind of tracking down these footprints leads you to the second, and then the third rung, and you see a small shop that reads Warmaster Kine on the front door, tracking the footprints from the wall.
Okay, well, considering that the soldiers look a bit tired, they look a bit broken-hearted or broken spirit, I think I'm going to hand this over to the city guards on the wall, so they can actually have a small win and feel like they are getting some, like, a victory under the belt.
Okay, so you go up to the wall to kind of report in what you found. Are you trying to kind of look for who's in charge?
Well, considering that Hengist doesn't know what fear is, he'll probably find the meanest, angriest drill sergeant possible to report this to.
Okay, so what you find is that most of the rank and file kind of listen directly to the prince, who is standing on his post wearing essentially what is a Roman centurion's armor, because he wears ancient armor of Numenor. Whereas everyone else are wearing like full plate or leather, he's wearing basically a centurion style armor, and he'll turn to you and go, and he'll gesture for you to kind of come into his office and go, yes, we know of the goblin that has infiltrated the city. Our War Master, Kine, is, if you enter his shop, he doesn't show his face because he's a goblin. The trebuchets and the siege engines we have, such as the ballista, were built by him, and he kind of has the city under surveillance, I would call it, with under threat of explosive underneath the city. Your friends, Eleanor, Boda, and Taryn said that they would be investigating not today or tomorrow, but the next day, which is where this session's probably going to end, by the way, is you guys going to join them. Just a heads up. To investigate what they can do about maybe removing the explosives so we can remove War Master Kine from his post. But for now, we do know, but we are cautious in calling out his ilk.
Good. I'm not going to do anything hasty.
Wonderful, thank you.
Are known as calm and reasonable.
From what Todd, the bartender in the in the Weeping Pony, which is the name of the bar, in the Weeping Pony says, you Tooks are hot-headed and angry, but that may just be because he's on the run.
Well, it's easy to say that, but in fact, I have more excuses.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I might be able to help you with, Master Took?
Why don't here get the best herb chicken?
Herb chicken. Well, there are two places you could probably get it. There's a restaurant in the civilian quarter known as the Rusty Pail, or you could accompany myself and my father to the Royal Dining Hall in the fourth ring of the city, the Throne Quarter, where my family eats.
I see. I'm very thankful for this offer, my friends. I have important business now I need to tend to. I need to have a meeting with the halfling delegation, me and Taryn. I'm probably Charlene to make sure what dinner plans are. I'll see you around. And then Hengist knows what needs to be done.
All right, and he'll kind of nod and gesture you out of the room. We pan in at the end of the day as Charlene, Taryn, and Hengist all make their way to the Weeping Pony, the inn in the soldiers' quarters, where Todd is still cooking up, different meals and things. You do notice that there are quite a few disgruntled and angry patrons because the bar is very low on alcohol because someone enterprisingly conned the bartender out of most of it. Totally
There's
nothing to
mead.
do
There's
with your
mead,
yeah.
they-
There's still mead, but they're all wanting some ale that they can't have.
Beautiful, lovely, precise stout.
So what are you three doing as you kind of return to the basically what is the established meeting place for your group?
I'm assuming Taryn may have already been there and is ordering more various foods.
Okay.
Just to try the various Hobbit foods that are available. It's been a while.
They've got a traveler's stew with beef and carrots and mushrooms.
Already ordered. Perfect.
Yeah.
Already ordered.
There's like fresh baked breads that are complimentary. There's
Beautiful.
there's every and now every meal comes with a complimentary pipe of pipeweed. It's
She's got the
lovely.
pipe in one. She's got breads in both hands. Some soup's dribbling down, and she's motioning with both breads. Like, come sit down, join us at like a little booth off to the side.
Wonderful. All right. Charlene, what are you doing as you kind of return?
Well, I want to make the point that I have popped 2 of my magical mushrooms,
Oh, God.
just out of
Roll me a
boredom,
con save.
wandering around. Oh, sure. 100% con save coming up. Da. Good old 10.
All right. Rolling your Constitution saving throw. You are fucked up, Charlene. You are hallucinating. You're hallucinating real nice things. Your werewolf girlfriend, in her new bikini. You're hallucinating quite a few wonderful things for you as you return to the established meeting place, the Crying Pony.
Okay. I definitely have the munchies then, and I'm gonna. When I get there, I definitely want to like order food, right? But
Okay.
I'm gonna order like it's gonna be really weird. Like I want like beef stew and like pastries and tarts, like sweet things, savory things, and I could be like dipping the sweet pieces of cake into the beef stew and like all sorts
Oh,
of weird
wonderful.
shit like that.
Todd eventually, like, he brings out all of the things that you order. He also brings you out this round yellow bread he goes, dip that in that, and he'll point to a chicken soup that he brought you, and he like cuts the what this bread is almost shaped like a pie the way it's cooked, and if you eat it, you notice that this is for those who live in the south part of the United States. This is cornbread.
Cornbread, yeah.
This is some real sweet cornbread. He also brings savory cornbread. But yeah, you have cornbread to eat with your soup along with your pastries. And he goes, "That's actually meant to be sweet and dipped into savory food."
Awesome. I assume they have some sort of pudding.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's this
Then I
thick
slather the
chocolate
pudding-
mousse.
Yeah, I slather the chocolate pudding on the cornbread and then dip it all in the chicken soup and eat it.
All right, that's an interesting flavor combo. He just kind of walks away very, very confused. So you are all now together. What do you talk about as you kind of come together as a group, sitting at your table?
So, I've been doing some investigating today, and I found out a few really, really important things. Like, I mean, dinner here is always lovely. They're making some good fire food and some good whatever Char is eating. But I think for supper, we got an invitation to the royal table. And I'm imagining they might have all different kinds of wine, beer, ales, herb chicken, which is something I've been having a craving for quite a while, and also something about the bonbon of the city. But I think at least we should go and have at least supper and tea time up at the royal table.
I agree, and we can also get a good listen in on what the war plans are, and what we can do to help.
Yes, those things. That's also
And
a
food,
good reason to go there.
and the food will be quite twice. Quite nice. Very good.
Yes.
I would love to talk about the war plan. Those darn gumdrop warriors. They're gonna rue the day they messed with the gingerbread kingdom.
I love Charlie.
It's true. They'll be
so
delectable,
much.
delicious.
I love
I
Charlie
am high
so
as I'm
much.
high as balls.
Wonderful. All right. So the invitation you got for supper at the Royal Palace was actually for day 2. So we're gonna pan. So you go and you're able to eat supper here at the Crying Pony for tonight. Get a good rest in your little guardhouse. And you wake up on the second day. We're gonna go over to Charlene as Charlene sobers up quite a little bit on the second morning. What are you doing on the second morning that you're here in the city?
Well, I've gotten. I kind of blew my load here at the beginning. Let's see. We made all those forests, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I'm gonna go hide in those forests and scare people as they walk by.
Wonderful. So, which forest are you hiding in? There's a grove in the second. There's a grove in the second. Like it's essentially the agricultural quarter, or you can go scare orcs.
Ooh, that sounds way better.
So you're gonna go outside of the city. You guys see Charlini like scaling the wall down because they're not gonna open the gate. But Charlini scales the wall down into the forest below where there are orcs trying to kind of go through. Roll me a stealth check, Charlini.
Yeah, Char, I have a great idea. Can I come with you?
Oh,
I
oh
don't care,
goodness.
The more the merrier.
Karen just
Actually,
kind
I
of
don't
like
think
raises her finger and puts it down, like they'll be okay. They'll be
Because
okay.
I mean, they will probably
be
send up
fine.
infiltrators along the wall, and if we can just, well, keep them busy, also known as dead.
All
would be
right,
perfect.
all
I
right,
see no problem with this. Pass without trace.
all right. Yeah, roll a stealth check plus 10.
You want one from me as well?
Stealth check
Yep,
plus
both of you. Stealth checks plus 10.
28.
That's with the plus 10?
That's with the plus 10.
Wonderful.
My.
And Hengist, what about you?
Let's see, I need to roll this with disadvantage. Okay. I only got a natural 4, so 18.
Okay, so 18 plus, so that's, yeah, you're both very very stealthy. You're able to hide in the forest, and here's what I'm gonna have you do instead of rolling like combat, because this is more of a roleplay heavy session, and I don't have a battle map set up yet. Because I didn't expect combat. What I'm gonna have you guys do is roll me. Your since you rolled high on your stealth, roll me. Both of you roll me a perception check at advantage.
Okay.
Okay, 25.
Okay, and
20.
okay, so both of you are able to notice a group of sleeping orcs. Um, it's a camp of orcs that are kind of, they're at the very edge of the forest that Terran's made. If you would like, you can coup de grace these orcs. You can just kill them outright.
So, so, so Lug has not understood Charlini's intent here, which is a terrible misunderstanding by him, because Charlini does not have the intention of killing anyone. He's just being mischievous. Because I have thaumaturgy, I have
Oh my
dancing
God.
lights, and I have produce flame.
Charlene intricate show.
All
Well-
is at will cantrips.
Oh no.
So I'm just gonna make like the most haunted fucking scary shit being happening in the forest. I'm gonna lure people places, scare the shit out of them with visions. Like I have Toll the Dead as
Yeah.
an at will thing. Like I have so much shit to just make this
Well, you say that.
forest now seem like
Haunted as
Cursed.
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you say I don't understand you, but I mean, all I need is for them to start spreading rumors about there's a Chardini in the area, and that would be
Yeah,
bad
like
enough
you-
for them around.
you're
And,
kind
you know,
of
Angus can
infamous.
add some dead bodies to the
You're
scare.
you're kind of infamous at this point. And there is an army out here. Like this is just one group of stragglers you're able to find that Hengist can take care of. Charlini, what I want you to do is roll me an intimidation check at advantage.
Because, I mean, all I need to do to be here is like I can take care of some orcs and such, but I just want to make sure that they now know that there's an invisible Charlini out there waiting for them.
Yeah, exactly.
17.
All right, and that's at advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I only have a +2 to intimidation.
Okay. So you have a large group of this orcish army shitting their pants. Like these orcs are terrified to go anywhere near the forest for fear that Charlini as an entity exists within it.
Wait a second. Charlini, do you have a disguise kit?
Oh god. I got one better. And I pop that ring on I got. And I just, all of my clothing disappears except for a nice fur cod piece.
Oh my god. Alright. Do you make your presence known?
I make it known as in, like, there's a straggler by the woods and I jump out in a fucking cloth cod, or a fur cod piece with, like, sparks and flames shooting out of my eyes.
Okay, so, as you do this, you see he looks at you for just a moment, turns and runs as quickly as he can in the opposite direction. Like, he is booking it out of there as fast as he orcishly can. To go inform the army that there is a demon in the woods.
Okay, I have a great idea. You know the sleeping party of orcs that we found? I'm going to take that opportunity to dismember some of them. I just put some heads on spikes with arms hanging, and put a little sign saying Charlini that direction, pointing towards Minas Ithil.
Okay. So you're able to do that pretty easily.
Just to help encourage them. I mean, they need my encouragement at this point.
So he sprints for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a thing? Because
What
I
would you-
have a feeling
what
I'm
would you
much
like to do?
faster than him. I just want to sprint up to him and
Oh,
see if I
no.
can't... I just want to see if I can tackle him, steal his shoes, and then run away.
Roll me an athletics check just to see if you can tackle him. You can keep up with him jogging backwards. Charlini is fast as fuck.
16.
Yeah, you can tackle this little orc down, take his shoes, beat him up a little bit, and then send him on his way. You can literally mug this orc.
This poor boy. Poor boy.
Oh, okay, one more thing, right? Because we have all those dismantled body parts, right? Because you just mangled them up, right?
Yeah, you have a group of 12 dead orcs to dismember.
I wanna go collect their fingers and their toes,
Oh
and I
my
want to
God.
stuff them inside the shoes and tack the shoes up onto the trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm
Yeah,
making
like
folklore
Loke,
right now.
like Loke says, you're the heroes of this land. 100%.
Yeah, the heroes. I want the orc.
Heavy air
I want the
quotes.
orc parents to tell their orc children that if they're bad, they'll send them in the woods and Charlini will get them.
That is already a thing that they do. That is 100%. You are the orc boogeyman. Like, you're not just the orc boogeyman, as we've established. You're the boogeyman for quite a few people.
You have deep lore associated with you. It's the Krampus going around fucking people up.
All right.
I like this image I built for myself.
What
approve.
while all of this is happening, what is Taryn doing?
She had her finger up, mouth raised to raise a word as they scurried up along the wall and off. But she's pretty certain they're fine.
Yeah, 100%. You can see what's happening down there, and like, yeah, they're fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine for that happens to the goblins, but
You can actually see that this is improving the morale of the troops.
That's good at least. That's good. I would hazard a guess that there are two options for Terran to go mull off and go do while they continue to spread deep lore within the goblins. Which would be potentially assist any wounded. I don't know how this place has been under siege for a while, so I don't know if that would be a useful thing.
Yes, that would absolutely be a useful thing. There are quite a few wounded in the soldiers' ward. Are you looking to just go help in the medical in like with just like basic medicine, or are you trying magically to help?
I mean, I was thinking I could walk down there, throw up a healing spirit, which is like a totem that walks around and just emanates healing up and down the wards.
Okay.
How much healing can I put out? As much as I can.
So roll me. I want using that spell. Roll me 3 medicine checks at advantage.
When you say that, is that like each roll gets an advantage?
Yeah, each of them gets an advantage. So you get
okay.
You roll each roll twice and take the higher number.
Okay, so that is 18 and or so first one is 18.
Okay.
Second one is 23.
All right.
The third one is 15.
Okay. So you're able to roll me a D100, please. Just one D100.
Oh god. How does one do that on? Hang
on. If you want, you can do it in the roll 20. And that would just be /roll 1D100.
Launch game. Sorry, 1 second. Launching roll 20 now.
I understand.
Yeah. I wrote it in chat, so you can just copy paste.
Just minus the dash.
Yeah.
Minus the dash. Thank you. Why am I bad at copying and pasting? There we go. Fancy. Oh my god, 7.
Hold on. I want to give you. Okay, so you get 70 troops. What we're like, oh, I believe I have muted myself again on my nope. Oh, there we go. Yep, I had muted and deafened myself apparently.
Oh, okay, I wondered.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck happened? But apparently it's because my shortcut buttons.
Buttons overlap.
Yeah, shortcut buttons overlap with roll 20. So basically, what you get are 70 more troops. What were these full plate armored soldiers, which are like the dedicated soldiers? The majority of them were harmed in the siege prior that you had kind of stopped. You were able to heal 70 out of the 200 that had been hurt, bulking your troops up, and this will come into play later in the campaign.
Very nice. Cool. That works for me.
All right. Anything else you'd like your character would like to do this particular day?
Not for me. I think that's pretty reasonable. I would spend like the rest of the day helping in the infirmary where I can, throwing up a little totem, walking around.
Alrighty. So each of you kind of coming back after the deep lore has been set and the troops have been healed. You were invited into the royal banquet hall for your supper this evening. Would each of you go? And also, is Charlene eating magic mushrooms before visiting the king?
Absolutely eating magic mushrooms before the king.
How many?
And just one.
Okay.
You know, gotta keep it classy.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll me a con save at advantage because you're only eating one.
Con save at advantage. Where is it? I got 20.
Okay. So yeah, you're You have a mild buzz from your hallucinogenic mushrooms, but you're doing all right for right now. So you're able to definitely each of you kind of find your way into the king's royal court, and will wave at you and smile and wave you in as you all enter the court. You see these this massive banquet table with chicken and turkey and hams made. There's pastries and pies, puddings, cakes. There's sides like mashed potatoes. There's baked yams. There's all kinds of stuff. Um, and you're able to kind of sample everything as the king would wave you over and smile and go, "Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am King Allendale. We met when you joined the siege. Welcome to my banquet table."
Taryn would just kind of like wave with I assume like some sort of biscuit or something in hand,
Yeah, definitely
another
food in
biscuit in
hand.
the mouth. Yeah, exactly. Just very gracious.
Charlene is observing every ounce little dictation of proper etiquette. Like, this is the most well-behaved and proper you've ever seen Charlene. Like using proper silverware for every individual dish.
Pinkies out.
Proper etiquette for like greeting people and everything. Like this is so different than normal Charlene. It's almost unsettling.
This is all the king has ever known. This is I'm assuming every time Charlene is around King Allendale,
Yes.
this is how he
Absolutely.
acts. So for the king, this is just by the norm. He greets you, "Charlene, welcome," and he comes over and he gives you a bro hug. And he's just like, "Welcome, my old friend. It is nice to see you again. Please join me at the table."
Oh, it's wonderful to see you too. It's been quite too long.
It absolutely has. I'm surprised Gandalf let you out of uh your previous obligation. He doesn't want to out you, but he knows where you were.
Oh, I'm doing fine work for that old geezer.
Yes,
he likes to keep the leash tight, but I'm doing a bang up job, as you can see.
Have you spoken to Mithrandia? He's been here and there in the kingdom, but we sent word to the White Council, and all they did was send you folk.
Who did he ask about?
Mithrandia is another name for Gandalf. It's what the elves call him.
Oh, okay. He hasn't contacted me personally here in quite some time. I don't know. He just kind of let me loose, But we all know that that's the right choice.
You see that Princess Isildur, not the king. The king's very, very happy to see that you're once again back amongst the common folk. But you see, Princess Isildur seems a little unsettled by that comment. And he just kind of jots something down in a notebook.
So that's the prince, right?
Yeah, the prince.
So I want to do a thing because you already said that like this is all this king has ever known me, like perfect manners, like not insane at all, right?
Yeah.
I want to go over and like I want to greet the prince and I want to like shake his hand and pull him in for like one of those hugs, right?
Uh-huh.
And I just want to whisper like
no one will ever
if you
believe
inform the Gumdrop Battalion of my location, I'll pull your eye sockets out and feed them to you. Just like batshit insane ramblings to him.
The prince will very slowly reach down for his dagger.
Because this is the only way I've ever interacted with him. Like, and his dad, I want his dad to think he's crazy for thinking I'm crazy.
Just no one will ever believe you. And he just goes, "It's nice to see you as well, Charlene."
Wonderful, wonderful. And then I go back to the food and stuff.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Hengist will just wants to start talking about how they sent us instead of coming themselves. Hengist will just not be able to resist, he has loudly proclaimed, "Well, Charlene happens to be Gandalf's biggest tool, and that's why we're sent here."
You see Prince Isildur like chuckle and just be like, ah, got him.
Well, you know what they say. You know what they say. Always send the biggest tool for the biggest jobs.
That is.
Exactly.
We can't all be as particularly minute as you are for the smaller jobs.
Quite as precise.
Oh.
Quite as precise.
Oh. It's a size. It's a size contest now, metaphorically and physically. I see how it is.
Well, I agree with you, Charlene, and I think it's wise of Gandalf to give us different perspectives, so we can see it from many angles, and, well, sobrieties.
Oh.
You're right, but the right choice is good from any angle.
Some shade being thrown between Charlene and Hengist.
Aaron will just like step in between the two of them and calm them down. I'm like, okay. But there seems to be a goblin horde at the gate still. Should we make plans towards dealing with that?
Unfortunately, they're not going to be alone. From what we understand and what our scouts have told us, this is only a small portion of the forces of Mordor that work against us even now. The former general of Morgoth, Sauron, has gathered his forces in Mordor, and myself, Elrond, Lady Galadriel, and King Thrain, the king of the king under the Lonely Mountain, and what dwarven forces are left from Khazad-dûm are gathering forces to march on Mordor itself. I was actually going to ask you and your group if you could join us in that final alliance to march on the Dark Lord and finish this battle.
Well,
Terran will
discuss it with Terran, since we're sort of both representing the Shire in this case.
It's true, we'll have to discuss. But, otherwise, we'll also look to Charlene,
Charlene would just be looking around like confused at what you're looking at Charlene for.
It's like, I'm just here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
for the
dipping
ride.
bread in pudding right now. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well, let's take the discussion real quick. Aaron, are you in? Because I'm in.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, King, Allendale.
Yeah, we're good.
We can swear an oath of loyalty to this alliance. The Shire is behind you.
Yeah.
Quite
He
far
will.
Behind you, but at least we
He'll nod and go, "There are quite a few halflings that live within my city of Minas Ithil, so I appreciate that, and hopefully our alliance will include quite a few will include quite a few of your folk. I will be asking your friends Eleanor and Boda and Berlin if they will also join in this final battle. From what I understand, there is a second group sent by the White Council out there right now gathering resources as well, so they may join us in this battle as well.
Good. Well, we'll need all of the help that we can. Has Ferlin met with them already, or no?
No. The others haven't quite met with the king yet. But that's gonna happen in the next session.
Okay. No worries. I was just curious.
Yeah, we are the royal vanguard here with Charlene to make sure we make a good first impression.
Yeah.
Yes, Charlene's always the face of the group.
Yep, it's wonderful. I love how so Char in your PNG. I'm just gonna take a quick tangent. It looks like your little ghost is holding two rocks, and personally, I like to think that that is Sergeant Slate. And what was the other one?
Commander Clay.
Yeah, Commander Clay and Sergeant Slate. Uh, it's wonderful, and I love it.
It's perfect. It does look like little stones. I do agree.
All right. So you're able to eat and kind of pledge yourself to the last alliance, which is good because that battle is coming up very quickly in game time. So the next day, you're able to you're able to go to sleep, and the next day you're kind of awakened by a guard knocking on the door of the guardhouse and going, "You three have been called to the third ring of the city. Your friends." Boda, Ferlin, and Eleanor need your help in a matter most urgent, and that is where we are going to cut the session.
Okie doke.
Because this third day, your friends have decided they were going to go disarm a bomb. So
Perfect.
you guys are going to help with that.
And here Boda just threw a big party with all the booze.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well, what Boda did with the booze was hide it and then blame the bartender for embezzling it, and then shared it with you guys.
Perfect. Nice.
And that was it. But yeah, so that's where we'll end this session, and we will come back in the next session with hopefully the entire party. But for now, you folks have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining me. Thank you to my wonderful players. It's been fantastic being able to be back at the table with you guys. We're going to find somebody to raid.
Hell yeah.
I just got to get my Twitch app up to see who's online.
What's this evening you're talking about? It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah, I would, it's pretty early for you, but, like, for me, it's only 10:43. So we're gonna go ahead and raid my friend Katharina. And you folks have a wonderful evening. Make sure that you guys let Kath know that this is a paladin raid. I just gotta make sure that I spell her name right. Because Twitch is case sensitive. All right, so the raid has been created, and y'all let Kath know that this is a paladin raid. You folks have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.